You never hear him in any conversation that has to do with this is he runs the
because he
kids.
booked you yesterday.
My nigga waiting for his invoice to get cleared. Waiting for that proof of payment. Then I get there and I see the kids there and I'm like,
You're like,
I'm not this. I'm not genuinely. No disrespect to that, you know what I mean? But like, I was like, I don't belong here, right?
Not me.
Yes. You're just saying this shit because on Pops' podcast, you're like, I just want to see my kids, nigga. You're like Tyrese and shit, nigga, crying, what more can I do? How more do you want from me, nigga?
You have a passcode to your Instagram.
Yes.
Yo, when you've been cheating since been cheating, boy.
Imagine with this duvet of a...
Before it comes with a pillowcase,
protection
nigga.
do you need, son?
This is my favorite Ebenezer story.
This
Panch
is my
this thing,
word.
when I saw him at kitchen, he was talking about like his open heart surgery. And that shit that's a very scary thing to talk about on stage, you know? Yeah. So,
Open heart surgery.
yeah, it's like, because it's like, okay, yeah, I beat cancer, like, cool. Open heart surgery is like, fuck, bro, this nigga's young and shit.
No.
Yeah, you're like, oh, he's not gonna live long.
Oh, you saw you.
It's like
His life is already chipping away.
it's like a hip replacement.
Yeah, it doesn't have much
A
left.
hip
yeah.
replacement at
At
40.
14.
Yeah, like,
Hip replacement already.
what were you doing?
Ankle replacement
Oh,
at
young Tendai.
31.
What were you? What's going
Can
on?
live a full life after open heart surgery.
No,
Just
just
letting
as
y'all know
your
this.
what?
Full frontal lobe is
kicked in
developing.
like
Your heart was like, I'm out, bitches. It's on you now.
I got you
I can't
here.
handle the truth of who I am.
I got you
I'm
here.
gonna live my
I
truth.
can't
Now
deal with
Susan's
these
born.
thoughts. No.
Good luck.
The rest of the
luck.
body. You saw I tried. I got him.
I carried you for long.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so. It's wild that you hear his story and you feel for him. Yeah, when I hear the story, I know the real Punch.
There's a dog.
But
in
what
your
does
heart.
that mean?
Are we
I know,
rolling already?
I
What
know
does
this
that mean?
dirty
Yeah.
person.
Oh, you're rolling.
Nah.
Oh, okay.
I was
What
like,
does that
I don't
mean?
feel sad for him. I was
did.
like, no, I don't feel sad for him. You guys don't know how shitty this person is.
You're an asshole, eh?
Ah, gosh.
I'm a lovely
Coming
human
here,
being.
he's trying to trap us with this Rebecca cards, making us feel like, he's a child of God. His relationship is so shut up. We know you.
I can't see it now.
Like it is gospel gold, that nigga. That is, yeah.
I tried his heart though. Do it.
That haircut always wants to cut the ad break, nigga.
Me, I see the truth. I'm like,
Sometimes the barbers betray you, bro.
I actually need a new barber.
No,
I
nigga,
don't
we
know
can
where
tell.
to
No,
go.
no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
you
can
can tell.
he's
Who's your-
doing
who's
you
your barber?
dirty.
I've been experimenting, man. Yeah. I went to Rockets, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, this is my last place I went to, but
Don't go back.
oh, Zimbabwean, don't you ever, you dye your hair.
I don't.
Number one, you
I
still put a
don't.
tennis racket and
Yes.
still does the.
Q Dube, be honest, you do dye your
I
hair.
don't dye my hair.
How old are you?
No, listen. What happened was it was for...
Was it if?
No. There's white hairs. in
Yes.
between.
Yeah, it's a growth, but you did dye that
is
hair.
it?
No, wait. It didn't happen on my request.
Oh,
That was-
wow.
Your hair is dyed.
Wow.
No, it's not
Your
now.
hair.
It's not now. It was for the Comics Choice Awards.
That
So-
was last week.
Nigga.
It wasn't last week. It was like 2 months ago.
It's not 2 months, so it's not even a month.
No, the guy told me
That's
it wears
April.
off in 2 days. Okay.
So you did dye your hair?
No, I
If it
didn't.
was a cross-examination in court.
Without consent. Who dyed
Yeah,
someone's
without
hair
consent.
without
You
consent?
sat down, put that. What's the process of the dye your hair? You see the nigga come
just
with
start painting you.
with the polish shit.
Yeah.
And you
And
didn't
they
say
put a
no.
Plastic, they put a
I
plastic.
don't know what he was doing.
And then you have to put on the thing, ne?
No,
the,
you don't.
The
They
plastic
put a
durag.
checkers on it.
They're gonna incubate that motherfucker.
You only started growing your hair recently, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
What inspired that?
Just, bro. I was like, let me let it breathe a bit.
This headline.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Rihanna, because the forehead starts there.
Oh,
I don't have that
You
big of
expect
a
us to do a
forehead.
lot of work, eh?
Fuck, nigga, punch you.
Finish your
You know,
thing.
basketball, someone throws an alley-oop, but from the halfway line, nigga. Get it
I
closer.
can't dunk from here.
Get it closer to the rim, nigga. Damn, you just did this shit. Nigga, we sitting down, nigga. We tying our laces, nigga.
I contributed. I contributed.
My bad.
I always
Nah,
wonder
I'm
niggas that can grow their hair out while they don't. You know what I mean? Because the pandemic showed us that, like, not all of us have that privilege.
Yeah.
So if I'm glad you're back and that, just enjoying it while you have it. Because I've got homies that are balding. And it's not a
We
pretty
can
sight.
name them?
No, I don't want to do that shit.
Okay.
No.
There's nothing shameful about
About
balding,
balding,
though.
yeah.
At
Oh,
35,
is
I
it?
think it's a bit premature.
No, I think
No.
there's a lot of shame with balding.
I agree.
Oh, man, come on, your body
What
can't make hair.
shame?
Why?
Your body can't make hair, nigga.
Why? It's natural. Why?
That's crazy. What's the right age to start balding?
I think after 40 possibly. That's my,
Yeah,
that's
closer
my
to 50.
diagnosis. Yeah, that. I mean, for South Africans, these Zimbabwean niggas be aging different. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah?
You like at least 42 now, but we can't tell.
No, dog, I'm 32.
Ah!
My
nigga!
Nigga grew his hair out.
Why?
Decided to make new identity and
Like,
shit.
they can't see me.
Witness protection came with new hair and a new age.
What you mean?
How old am I?
You ever been 32 in 10 years, nigga? That's what I'm saying.
I'm 32.
Please.
I swear to God.
You guys are co-workers. You guys have never seen like IDs or nothing like that.
Oh, he doesn't have an ID.
Wow.
You want us to see
Sensitive
things that don't
topics.
exist. Now we must get him an ID to see it. Just
Show them that
crazy.
metal driver's license of yours. Nigga. Show them.
You got a metal dress.
It's in the car, bro.
I'm not wrong though. Zimbabwean driver's license is metal though, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That shit. The first time I saw that shit.
I was Suzuki Zire. It's got no expiry date, bro. When we learn something,
It's
we
forever.
don't need to do it again.
That's so fire.
Yeah.
Would you ever go back home full time?
No.
Yeah.
Bro, she said no.
No?
Because I know these niggas.
Oh yeah, they've come to Narnia. You've seen talking
I
lions.
know.
There's no way they're gonna go back to.
Jeez.
But you were raised this side more than.
Crazy. Yeah.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
You would go back.
Yeah,
to
I'd go back. If I caught a proper lick.
Oh,
I would,
okay. If you can
yeah.
make the same money that side, if you make this
Yeah.
side.
Oh,
fair.
oh.
Yeah. Then yeah, I'd go.
He probably has a second family back at home.
That's the
Nambolo.
first family.
That's the original
That's
family.
the original. That's the original. one.
It's the
Original
first
family.
child you abandoned.
God damn.
Are you just saying this shit because on Pops' podcast, you're like, I just want to see my kid.
Just want
nigga.
It's not
my
like we
kid.
know the real you.
You're like Tyrese and shit, nigga, crying. What more can I do? How more do you want from me, nigga? I ain't never touching another color girl ever again, nigga.
Colors in your dirty.
Oh, my nigga was weeping Zimbabwean tears, boy. Just, you know those tears got my Zoe and shit. I just want to see my kid, baby.
I just want to see my baby.
I'm getting light skin, baby. Let me show the people.
I made it.
I made a
That's
baby.
crazy. That's funny.
It would be nice though to have like a group of like deadbeats just sitting down talking about like your first,
have
the
wild
first time
fantasy.
you abandoned-
Your fantasies always amaze me.
But they're not trying to change anything like that. They're just talking about their origin story.
Talking about the experience. Oh, the seventh one. Yo, that one.
See, when
That
I
was
saw it,
fun.
Capello.
Oh,
That's
I missed
funny.
the mother of the
chased me.
fourth, but damn
Actually,
it.
that's a skit.
Yeah.
fucking
These
Just
niggas.
dead
When I
beats
saw it, Capello,
expressing.
Newtown, I knew this one can raise children by herself. The way she was holding that
I saw
savannah and
those
smoking a
hips.
cigarette, I was like, no, this
I was
one
like,
independent. Non-voluntarily, but independent.
This one, livable.
Yeah.
Did dead beating cross your mind though?
Nah.
Really?
No.
Has it not been like a lifetime dream though?
To just deadbeat.
No.
I've thought of it.
You've thought of deadbeating?
Deadbeating.
Do you
No,
think
no.
deadbeat people who deadbeats it's like it just happened yesterday? They're like, oh
No,
fuck,
it's
I'm gonna
who they
be.
are.
Yeah, it's who they are. They've been thinking about
Yeah,
it.
it's
They
who they
want. It's like
No, just like one, you know?
yeah.
just
Just
have
see
one.
how it works
Just the
out.
fantasy of having someone
them-
look for you.
Give them a future.
Can you imagine
Because
like
if you abandon them, they'll comedy. will work.
yeah, you know?
But
Hip
also,
hop.
like, our
Solid.
industry, if the mother knows who you are, you're not like a deadbeat that left to go buy cigarettes. Like, no, there's a nigga Instagram account.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, that nigga's
There's
gigging in
housing.
That's
Bryanston
why I
tomorrow.
can't do it, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's why I'm fighting.
Because they're gonna find you.
Because they're gonna be like,
Shit, this nigga's in Kenya again.
But like,
Wanna see your daddy.
also, there's a thing of like wanting to see how much you are wanted. I think that's why people are toxic sometimes in relationships. Just wanting someone to show you they want you. Like, oh, you didn't cry when I did that. You don't love me. So it's like if I leave my kids, I want to see if they'll look for me.
That's an extreme
that
way
is-
to get
that is-
affection.
Yeah,
I want to see. I wanna
18
see,
years.
Have you heard of
That's
that?
like that's top tier light skinned nigga shit. Like, show
I want
me
to
you
see if
love
they'll
me.
look for me. Yeah, I
Look
want to
for
see if
me.
they'll write to Khumbul'ekhaya. I want to know if I'm
Utilize
like,
all the resources
they're
available
looking
to
for
you.
me.
Shout out to
far
the
are you
detectives from
willing to go?
Khumbul'ekhaya as well, because they will find you.
They will.
They will find you. Like, they'll find you in remote parts of the republic. So shout out to them. We should be like, what? Why
But
not
it's
just
not
use
that tough. I think
Yeah,
that's
it's
what
not-
it proves.
You just need to know
okay,
someone
fair.
at Home Affairs.
Yeah. Okay.
Look
You
for
can
the
sort
people.
it out.
You Zimbabweans have been looking for people, haven't you? You just know the ways. Me and Wazi were like, how do you find people in public?
No, because coming from Zim, like, you know, like when I always hear people talk about, oh, the police are useless and whatnot, and I'm always like, guys, wait until there's a warrant.
Oh, yeah. I've heard
Then,
that one.
then
Yeah.
you know
then you
that
know.
they are not
These
motherfuckers walk over.
Nigga,
They're
if there's no
looking
one
for
in their way,
Yeah.
because like when you talk to the cops, it's like, dude, we want to work, but then you get a call to say, yo, leave that alone. Yo, da da da. You get what I mean? So
Yeah.
if none of that is in your way,
Yeah.
the
Them niggas can do their job.
watch them. When there's a thing that says Panch Gasela, and they call you and they say, my brother, come here, so that we don't come there. Because when we come there,
Yeah.
Being in the arts does make the fantasy of like, let me just leave and go into another country and start a new life kind of fantasy just
easy,
go
bro.
away. No, it's like, can't do it. Because like, what are you going to do in another country?
Our art form, right?
You're going to fucking go to an open mic and they're going to fucking find you.
Because you're going to kill. You're going to want to kill, right?
you know what
If you're a visual artist, you can change your name and like create like a profile and no one can find you. But as a comedian, put me in Fentas, dog.
They're gonna
Our
find
word's
you.
going to spread. There's this nigga with the
Fucking
cap
hell.
out here using big words.
Then I'm saying, hi, my name is Wazi. I'm going, fuck, my name is Khumbul'ekhaya.
Hebet Mabena. Yo, witness protection for a comedian. That would be a great reality show. Like, who lasts the longest? It'll be the weaker guys. It'll be like the guys that aren't strong on stage.
Yeah, like who?
No, why are you trying to bait me today? What's
Okay.
good?
I'm just like, you know.
Who are you finding first?
Right.
You know what I realized? I was at Fair yesterday and at the opening night, and I realized sometimes art is subjective in the world that like this can like you can say this is not for me and this is bad. And I feel like in comedy we don't say that enough. We say there's like there are comics okay, you can see what they're trying to do,
Yeah.
and we don't say enough like this guy's just not a comedy. He's not good at comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many mediocre acts who are just like okay guys, we're doing it long enough and they love the thing, but they're not good.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna deploy that to myself and start saying niggas aren't good, but I'm just like I'm not gonna be polite anymore. If someone didn't do well, I'm not gonna say he killed. I'm not gonna give him a dab. I'm just gonna be like, there must be some level of self-awareness now because, yeah.
But also, I think it's good to be honest, but also not to be mean. Like,
Yeah,
for example, I
yeah.
won't give you a dab if you didn't do it, like, because I'm lying to you. But like, I won't be mean and not talk to you. I'm like, hey.
Yeah,
you know,
bro.
just
You
like
saw
any
You
other
can still be
thing,
human
yeah.
with someone,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
be
Yeah.
like, yo,
Tell
you're a
them,
great
you
person,
suck.
but
No,
yo, I
that's
saw
how
you.
you died,
I saw
bro.
you. That's
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah,
my
you
boy.
died.
I'd rather have a bad comic like a guy that's like proper just bombing as opposed to a person that's like very adequate. Just like a very mediocre comedian for me. It's frustrating. Like there's no
I see the
improvement.
anger in your face.
No, it's
fucking
just like
frustrating. I was like,
This guy's living.
No.
He's living with Bible rules.
yeah.
Do not do that lukewarm. Either be hot or cold. I don't do this.
I don't
middle
do
shit.
middle stuff.
yeah, bro, don't be mid. Like I don't know, just get better.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easier said than done, but do get better though.
When do you start coming to that conclusion? Like when you're looking at someone not getting better in 4 years, not getting
Yeah,
better
I
in
think
4
that's the
sets,
thing
not
for
getting
me,
better.
right?
Like,
If
yeah,
someone
when do you-
started like 2 years after me, so they're like in the same time span as me.
Oh,
and
okay.
now it's almost been like 9-10 years for them and they're still very mid. I'm like,
Come on.
there's no excuse now, right?
Yeah.
Genuinely, there's no reason for you.
You've had the time.
You kind of disrespecting this
Yeah.
thing that we're doing now. You
Yeah.
know, like we've all put in our 10,000 hours. You can see the improvement in us and you can see the confidence and the response from the audience. If you're still mid, nah, dog. Just,
What if they started cold, now they're mid?
I don't like that still.
So give me 15 years, okay?
And then, I don't know. Oh, because
Give
there's
me
no
15
barriers to
years.
entry and I'm not the barometer or the voice of comedy, but
Yeah.
Didn't Louis C.K. do like 20 years?
of the same set.
Same set?
Yeah, he did the same set for a very, very long time. Like for a very long time. But it was a killer set though as well though, in his
Yeah.
defense.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought like he got better over time.
No, if I remember correctly, he was doing the same set for like maybe like 9 years. And
Yeah.
then he started just saying, fuck it.
Mhm.
And then he just became Louis C.K. And then he wasn't anymore.
That's
Something
Where do you
happened.
do your research? Where do you find these?
But also,
I
okay, when
hear
you're
from
saying what you're
people.
saying about the mids and the what, there's some people who are,
That's
you know,
the
like Sheffield United is Sheffield United.
yeah.
You know what I mean? For Manchester to no, not Manchester. For what's the top three now? Liverpool, Arsenal, what? For them to exist, there needs to be a Coventry City.
Yeah, I guess.
You're mid, so we know what's hot.
You see what I'm saying?
So everyone has their place.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
there's a Jay-Z, Eminem,
Yeah.
and then there's a Fabulous, who's good, but
Yeah, but Fabi's not even horrible. He's not even mid. It's like he's a lyrical nigga, you know what I mean? But like I feel like my problem, let me be clear, my problem was like is with mid-acts having the confidence of a person that's better, like of a killer.
Hence why I said fabulous.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah,
Oh.
there's a lot in the Joburg experience. See, not a joke. I can name a couple. I won't, but like that have like.
Don't threaten us with that. I can name a couple
dangle
and
some
then you
beef.
don't.
Don't dangle beef in front of me.
Ah,
Yeah,
don't
just
do that.
don't have the confidence of a headliner when you know you still have the ability of a support act. You know what I mean? So that's my frustration.
Yeah, that one is the confidence one is a bit tough because it's like people need some confidence to do the thing.
Yeah.
You need some gassing up of yourself to go
Yeah.
on stage and try something.
Look, if you know you mid and you just watched a show where a lot of acts just killed, don't now afterwards be talking to open acts like you the one, the people that killed.
okay.
Just nigga, you
read the room.
Oh,
yeah,
read the room
yeah,
type
you
shit.
know what's
Okay.
going on here. No one really came to see you.
But then if they got 6 bumps out of 8 in the room,
yeah, I was
people
part of the
can
problem.
believe
Yeah.
that I have the right to.
How do you believe? Did you not hear the laughs though?
Do you know what? Yo, guys, there's a lot of people where that doesn't matter. Let me not even say, like, there's some people who have, for example, the beautiful white girl energy. Where
Oh, yeah.
it's just like, it's like,
Yo,
you know,
don't
it's
dangle some
okay.
beef in front of me.
Don't-
Give me
don't-
some
I would
names.
never
Give me some
dangle
names.
nothing.
Give me some names.
There's just so many white comedians, white
shit.
women.
Go.
Come on with it, Wazi.
Wait.
Yo, the
Like, you
thumbnail
know-
for this, Wazi hates white comedians. eh?
Oh, wow.
White female comedians.
Wow,
Let
but,
her
I'm,
go
but
specific.
what I'm saying is, like, confidence, what can you do about confidence? You can't tell someone to be confident or not. And sometimes when people are standing on stage, one laugh is fine or no laughs. They come out there feeling like, whoa, I did the thing.
Yeah.
I'm the,
Yeah.
No, there's a
I am the,
delusionality
there's nothing you can, and that's just white people energy, white girl energy, where it's like they wake up in the morning and they just hear a crowd just celebrating. And they just hear that noise whether you give it or not.
So then I guess then the onus is on us then as a community to nip this thing in the bud.
But how do you defeat
We stop-
white girl confidence?
Stop
It's
booking
so
them.
That's a strong.
They're not getting
It's
booked. though.
So
that's
strong
true,
because
yeah.
the
The
room is
booking
quiet,
does not matter.
but
It doesn't
in their
matter,
mind,
true.
in their mind, there is that noise, and if
Also, if we tell them we shit, we're not bullying them or being mean. It's the truth, right? At this very moment, you're not good at this craft.
Yeah.
Either stop or get better. Right? That's the truth, right? Because if you've been doing it for 10 plus years and you're not improving,
oh,
there must be a point where you're like, maybe like, I can.
that I think the difficult thing is when, for example, we as comics have this view, and then the person has audience.
Oh yeah.
And because then now, how do you
Balance
negotiate
the-
that?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
people are screaming for Q, but we are saying, guys, Q is not doing the thing. Q is not respecting the craft.
But what happens
But then
when
the
you're-
audience is like, we are down for
Yeah.
Q.
That's the
But
problem.
are they down for them? These
Yes,
ones
they
that
are
we're talking
down for them.
We
That's
know
it.
people like that as
Oh,
well. That are
people-
hack, but the crowd loves them, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So we having these internal battles for the sake of the crowd and the art, but then the crowd lets us down by laughing at this motherfucker on stage.
Listen, I understand hack.
Yeah.
I understand hack and you have an audience, but there's some where it's like
They don't have that
no audience, not even hack. There's just no laughter. Where's this confidence coming
from.
It's
yeah.
a natural.
There's one in
it's
particular,
natural.
yeah.
Wow, like who?
I don't.
It's just
well,
so
I mean,
natural. It's
you
like
see-
some
yeah.
people are just.
Yeah.
Well, man, sometimes people have men energy.
know?
There's a lot of men energy as well.
Yeah,
It's like you are just
it's-
feeling masculine. There is nothing funny happening.
My nigga
There
changed the
is
tire this
just-
morning.
It's like-
Testosterone is high.
That's like, he's just high. And then you are just also around niggas, and niggas love niggas. And niggas will pump each other and fist pump for days. And it's like, yo.
I find
I'm
it
part of-
easier.
it's,
I'm part
it's
of-
just
I'm
a
in the
nigga thing.
thing.
Yeah,
I'm
just
not
a
gonna
thing.
lie. I find it easier to tell male comics that that was bad, my boy, than like
Not all those that you are close with and those that you can have those conversations with, because not everyone is
all of
asking
them,
for your
to be
opinion.
honest.
If they ask for your opinion,
Yes, absolutely.
if
No,
no one is
again,
asking
it's
for your
not a
opinion,
mean thing. It's just like
it's not like hello.
But it's also there. Yeah, you're right. It's there within the guys as well.
yeah.
There's a couple.
There's masculine energy. It's like, yo, it's
No,
just,
it's
they are
there.
just happy for
If
each
I
other.
bombed, I know I bombed, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean I'm a bombing nigga. I just had a bad night that night, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I don't come out after
I
a
had 3
death.
bombs, I'm a bombing.
That's what I am. Al-Qaeda nigga. No, but I don't come out of the confidence of a killer afterwards. You know?
Yes,
After
yes.
I bomb, I'm humbled. You know what I mean? I just,
Yeah.
But
But,
then
but
there's that-
also because men love each other and you are around each other, they will celebrate each other, and everyone will act as if everything is cool. We're cool. You're my dog. I understand you. I feel what you. And it's like, yo, guys. Your nigga is whack and is getting whacker and whacker and whacker.
Yeah.
But you guys, I understand you. I understand you. I understand. This understanding is just.
But I think
masculine
because
energy.
there's a benefit.
Yeah.
Because that
the
nigga
benefit?
love is not
Nigga
real. It's not genuine. There's a thing there.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Oh, of course.
So hey man, we're not gonna mess this up.
Yeah, it's my boy.
Because this is gonna mess that up.
Yes.
So let's keep this going.
I hear
We
what you're
know
saying.
there's nothing there. you get what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's that.
You're like,
so
disgusting.
you look at it and you're like, oh, I see what that is.
Yeah.
But bar for bar, joke for joke,
Come on.
there's nothing.
Yeah. The well is dry.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So at that time, so with that as well, you with your nigger bumps, you are doing a disservice to the craft, just as the person that you think shouldn't be feeling like that is doing a disservice to the art as well, because it's the same thing.
We do it even, all right, to be fair, we do it even holistically as comics.
Yeah.
Right? Where as soon as that person you think is whack makes the whole room laugh, they're now closer into this circle.
Okay.
Right? You don't stick to the principle of this is shit.
Yes.
Do you get what I mean? The
That-
moment
but
he's
that can happen even when that person who has not been doing well or is not doing well makes a particular comic laugh. Then now all of a sudden other comics are like, oh, should we also pay attention?
I don't
Right.
fuck. I say fuck that
Should
shit,
we?
man.
People do that. People
there is
do
a-
that.
there is an act.
People also, I think also it's just a natural thing. People also will like you or will listen to you if their friend listens
Oh
to you
yeah.
or likes you.
That's very
So like
true.
if you don't rate me, Panch, but you are close to Mo and Mo starts rating me, you will start rating
Yeah,
me.
by association.
I'm
Yeah.
a quote Mo once at it was the newcomers that I did, where he was backstage and he says to all the comics, I won't mention who, but some people were acting a certain way. And he goes, why y'all acting like we're in high school? Like, what the
Right.
fuck is wrong with you? Whoever's funny is funny. Like, why are y'all coming with this energy? That's people who haven't grown up necessarily. You need to be able to stand on your own and go, I just don't enjoy this.
Yeah.
I enjoy this. You don't have to have bully energy or anything like that. You can just go, yo, that's not good. And I feel like it's not good. If someone else is laughing and then you feel like you have to laugh because of this person, you're
Right.
coming with the wrong
That's
energy.
your-
Yeah, even
You're the
yesterday,
problem.
like you see people looking for permission from their friend
right.
to laugh.
Like who?
it's
Like who? Who was looking back?
Nah. They didn't even need permission. Q's dope. Q's funny. I don't know why you're looking at your nigga.
Right.
The hard work in
Find out
Zimbabwe,
if you,
man.
To say,
is this the one?
Okay, let me cap this up by saying this. I feel like for me, if you have some sense of like awareness of your ability and where you're at currently craft wise, I don't want people that are bombing or are mediocre comedians behaving and talking and imparting knowledge like there's something they're not. I don't mind confidence, but also don't have the ego of a person that you're not, ability wise and accomplish wise. I think that's my main
That's
problem.
you.
So then that's when you must come in and say, nigga, you trash, and then make those kind of niggas with that energy go after us, so they can feel what it's like. Then, if they think they're that fire.
And sometimes being told that you're not doing okay is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Absolutely.
It's not always hating energy or like you're my hater now. Let's start a beef. It's just like, hey man, let's get better.
Sometimes you tell someone you're not doing well because you're like, I see something there. And it's like, yo, what you're doing there, that's dope.
Right.
The rest of that other stuff,
Yeah.
maybe
Right,
stop
right,
doing that. How about work on a tight 5, my dude?
Yeah.
Right.
Why don't you have a 5?
Yeah.
Mm.
There was
How
this-
about you get into these rooms and stop hiding behind your own room?
ooh.
Because some people will
Yeah.
start a room for 50 years because they cannot survive in any other room and will chill in their own room
Yeah.
just to stay.
Yeah.
I'm a comedian
doing,
and I'm
doing
still,
two mics for 17 years.
Yeah,
bro.
like get out of your room.
Stop
go
hosting.
into the room.
Do a set. Let's see you.
Even though in Joburg we need rooms, we need more.
do need
more
rooms,
we
yeah,
need more
yeah.
rooms. But like there is sometimes a hiding. Some people do hide.
We don't need more hosts. I don't think we need more hosts in Johannesburg. I think
Sound effects.
Yo, bombs are big.
oh, nothing of the sort.
Let's go. Let's
I do agree with what you're saying, though. I do agree with what you're saying.
Not like as a
Now, do
negative
you see what I
thing, man.
meant
Like,
What?
when I said some niggas keep that because they don't want to mess that up? So they know that's whack.
Oh. But if I tell this nigga's whack, he's not going to book me at his room. Okay.
Ah, you trying to keep that going.
Yeah.
But okay, here's the thing though, right? At this point in your career, anyone in our career right now, if we didn't like a certain comedian, there's no room you can't walk in South Africa and get a spot, right? Unless it's like someone's one-man show. But any club show, we come like as a drop-in, like, hey man, can I do a 5? There's no club that's saying no to us. So even if you do have a conflict with that nigga, there's no room you can not walk in as a proper established comedian that does well on stage that you won't get 5 on. So
Yeah.
So, but he's saying you're not worried about the 5, you're worried about the booking.
Right.
You're like, that's a constant booking that I
okay.
get, and you're like, I don't. Because there's certain people who are booking people, and when they were booking people, they were very loved.
Right.
And then as soon as they stopped
Right.
Oh wow.
You
booking
fade
those
away.
shows,
You fade away.
Wow.
then people start
such a
getting
thankless
honest.
job, bro.
That's hectic.
You fade away hard.
And then you remember, oh, it's because I said an honest thing. Oh, it's because
No, like if you
respond.
start a room, you're booking, you're paying.
And people are
are
all
Wazi.
jolly and
Oh
whatnot.
yeah,
You
everyone
are
is like, you are
Wazi.
killing it all
And
the
then
Stop
time.
it.
you stop
see.
booking, and you
Now
wanna
I'm
now
no
you
longer-
wanna be a comedian for real.
Oh.
You fade back.
And
You don't
then
have
you
that
find
access
out.
anymore.
Shit, that's insane.
I think
see?
we have to balance. Like we need rooms and like many more rooms. Let's build more. 100
Yeah,
rooms.
let's build
But
more
like
rooms.
the comic has to also balance that because sometimes someone can hide behind that. It's like
Yeah.
you know when someone is just hanging out in varsity. I'm like, my guy, you have 4 doctorates.
Oh, the
Let's
serial
go for it.
academic.
Yeah, it's like yo, let's try to take this knowledge into the world.
Yeah,
let's
this
let's
master's-
test these
let's
pieces.
This
you know?
master's in Egyptology is
No,
not
no,
going
no,
to change
don't
your
be
life.
afraid,
Yeah.
don't be
But
afraid.
so what's wrong with being good at running gigs?
There's
Like
nothing
what's
wrong.
wrong?
There's nothing
What's
wrong.
That's
wrong
great.
with being good at that?
Just
and
do
then
that then.
Joe Parker it. Open a comedy club.
Yeah.
Do that.
Like,
absolutely
you know what I
great.
mean?
Don't
Like-
talk to comedians when you're talking about comedy. You just do this. That's what you do.
That's
you run
great.
gigs. That's your gift.
Like
You're
you're
a
making
I think
because
even if-
people are so good at it, and I'm like, yo, like people can't do the thing you're doing.
Yeah.
It's almost like you don't realize the value in what you're capable of.
Yes.
You want to be everything else, and it's
I'll
like,
give
but
you-
you're really good at
I'll
this,
give you an
bro.
example. Mo Samoka. Have you ever heard him talk to anybody about comedy?
That's
No.
true. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's respect for the craft.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
shout out to him. Like, it's you will never hear him in any conversation that has to do with this is
Oh,
he
there you
runs
go,
the
Trey, because he
gigs.
booked you yesterday.
My nigga waiting for his invoice to get
Yeah,
cleared.
yeah,
the
Waiting
invoice
for that
has to
proof of
come
payment.
home.
wow.
Do the thing. But
Because I could tell you something else about Mo.
Real quick, Mo's like the
quick,
best
quick.
right now. I'm telling you, it's not in yet. It's not in. He's like amazing, son.
but that's what it is. You see, but when you are now the guy that or whoever, now you pitch up and
Yeah.
everybody else is beneath
Mm.
because like, oh, okay.
We do need more smokers.
Yep.
Just niggas that run the gig and just leave the microphone alone and don't talk about comedy.
Yeah, shout out, bro. It's
Yeah.
like when now you because we know it's like
And
joke
some,
for
and
joke.
some,
No.
some you are good to some extent, right? Like it's not like Joe was like a whack comic. He did have a time where he
Yeah.
was,
Oh, Joe Parker.
yeah. Joe Parker was like decent comic,
Yeah,
but then he was like, I'm not gonna be that guy, but I am good at this.
right.
I don't think there's a problem with being both, with being a dope comic and a dope host and running rooms and all of that. But deep down in yourself, if you know you are running a room because you are scared of other rooms and you don't want to go to another room and that room of yours is also suffering because you are not
If it's
dope,
suffering, what are we talking
but
about?
you just
Yeah.
wanna, you know, it's time to
Yeah.
talk to yourself and be like, yo, man, I'm just hiding and gotta
I'm
come out and
comfortable
face these niggas.
here.
I gotta come out and
I'm
face these
comfortable
niggas.
here.
Yeah. Everyone's journey is their own. I opened this can of worms. That's my bad, guys.
You brought us here.
I
Gosh.
entangled this can of
Mo
Gatorade.
Motebe in the house, guys.
Chocolate.
What's going on?
How did you come to be called the chocolate?
Oh,
Oh,
man,
man.
it's ownership of my dark skin, right? So my brother and my
Okay.
sister are light, my mom is light, and my dad is
Oh,
dark
sure,
skin.
stop. You named yourself. Now you want to
Yeah, yeah,
and
no,
then the people
definitely.
in my streets calling me started like, oh,
No,
that
no,
boy
no,
is
no.
sexy.
No,
Let's
no.
call him the chocolate, guys. Let's call him the
That did not
I
happen,
became
no.
the
Being
chocolate,
dark-skinned-
and then
In the 2000s was not a thing, bro. I used to go get called midnight, horrible names, Khumbul'ekhaya, Lififi, all
you know
those
what
kind
I
of
always
things.
thought about that. I was just like, when people tease people so hard, it's because they like it. They like you. It's just they're uncomfortable with how much they
In
like
ret-
you because they believe they shouldn't.
In
It's like when someone
retrospect,
likes
now
a
we
fat
know
person.
that.
They will go hard at a fat
Yes.
person. But it's like, because deep down, it's like, oh my gosh, I just love these fatties.
Yeah, I mean, that's very true.
Yeah.
In hindsight, it is a thing like that. But like now, I mean, you can say it now, but when you're in it as a kid, you're just like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with these niggas? Why do they hate me and shit? So for me, I just call myself the chocolate just to reclaim my dark skin. Yeah,
Come on with it.
Yeah, and I embody it now.
Shout out.
I embody the chocolate.
I'm delicious, my friends.
Gosh. Delicious.
Mm.
Oh.
Wait, so this was from primary or high?
No, when did I start calling myself chocolate? Shucks.
From primary? That is disgusting.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Man, y'all just don't understand. Man, I'm the chocolate. Like
For
this.
puberty and shit.
I'm a chocolate.
Grade 2. I'm the chocolate.
I don't know, bro.
I
Must have
embody
been
it.
in my late teens, man. Those like 17, 16, 18, 19. Yeah.
How do you
What
count?
were you feeling at that time?
17, 16, because you said it before.
Yeah.
Like 10, 9. I was like, how the fuck does this nigga count?
I believe in myself. Q Dube.
It's
That's the
just
most
going
You just,
by.
yeah. I was thinking that. Like, I'm around
Somewhere between
30s.
5 and 10.
I count in World Cup intervals, nigga, every 4 years,
Oh,
baby.
shit.
Yeah. So maybe late teens.
What were you? Oh, so you were like adolescents starting to feel something in yourself.
Yeah. You know what happened as well?
Yeah, well, I'm
Started
just wondering,
feeling
like,
something
what?
inside yourself. I had like an experience, having gone to like a white school in high school, then I got to university, and then like I had never been in a school with black people in such a long time. And then that experience of being kind of back with my people. I had black friends throughout high school from different schools and my own school, but like I had never been to a place that's filled with black people for education. And it blew my mind. And then re-acclimatizing and also
For
realizing
education, where else were you seeing black people?
Oh, nigga,
I
prison.
usually see them for prayer,
Shout
for
out.
church.
I love black people on Generations. Generations fire.
Yeah, and also realizing that the tall and dark skin thing, black women liked it. So this is during the era of light skin, like 2009 peak light skin nigga love.
Yeah.
But there were women that are vocal saying they like a tall dark skin nigga
Shout
near the
out
time.
to
So I was
the
like,
women.
oh shit.
Cosmetic, what was it called? The things
Ponds.
where ponds and stuff was
Niggas were wearing pawns.
To lighten themselves.
Jeez.
Yeah, that was a thing at a point.
Where did you grow up?
No, like people.
When did you
in
stop
Florida.
using gentle magic?
No, but it's just I know that there
When
was
did
some
your bleaching journey end?
mostly women, but there was some men.
Yeah, there were men
also.
that
No, there was a time where like people say like chocolate niggas in fashion now, but there was a period where light skinned niggas were the shit.
You know, they were winning.
And women were saying, I want a light skinned nigga immediately. Like, hey, what's your name? I want a babe. Okay, shit, damn.
Yeah, no, they were winning.
Yeah. But now it's our time.
But did you, like, I saw a tweet that said that whole tall, dark, and handsome thing
Yeah.
applies to Ben Affleck.
house, way.
It's like that thing was for white.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
We're
when
just
they-
niggas.
When they
Like,
talk about
yeah,
dark, they
they-
don't talk about black
they're not
skin.
talking about
Oh,
black people.
like dark hair.
That
No,
occasion,
like
like
dark,
a
like
tan.
dark and
tan.
A tan.
Oh, no.
That's
They're
where it
talking-
comes
that's where it
from.
comes
They were
from.
talking
It's for
about-
white men.
they were talking
Now it's
about
ours
white
now. Fuck
Yeah,
that
But, yeah.
So give me that shit.
Yeah.
It was like,
That
nah,
belongs to
y'all
us.
are niggas.
shit.
These are the
belongs to
tall, dark,
us.
and handsome we're
Nah,
talking
like,
about.
give me that shit. Hey, yo, Idris. That's yours.
It's beautiful how you claimed your skin back and you're like, I'm the chocolate, which makes me wonder, for all of you guys, when did you start feeling beautiful?
I'm not gonna lie. For me, it was later on in life. I feel like 20.
At 20,
Yeah. In
That-
varsity.
You like
varsity.
24, nigga?
26.
26.
This just happened.
It's just.
Yeah. So I feeling
Yeah.
hot 6 years ago.
Shit.
Hmm.
I've been-
What
was
made
it?
you?
Was
What
it-
made? Yeah.
yeah,
What
what
made
was
you?
the-
What was it?
Nah,
just-
it was still small.
I think for me, again, varsity, where you start to go, oh, I'm attractive to more people than I thought.
Oh.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I
eye-opening,
mean?
yeah.
It's literally
When it
like,
broadens. Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah, that broadening of the
Yeah.
thing
Oh,
works.
okay. When did you start feeling beautiful?
Yo, mine is weird because I always knew, hanging out with older people,
Mm.
I always knew dynamics,
Mhm.
right? So I always knew what made things a thing. So that's why I started driving like early.
Okay, this is gonna be a long story.
No, no, it's not.
So when
Just-
we left Bulawayo the second time,
But I'm just asking you, where did you start feeling
How
beautiful?
many people jumped the border? Of course.
It was, yeah, it was
When I
around-
successfully made it to South Africa, I was like,
that's-
whoa,
that's
I'm
why I was like,
beautiful.
I am a person.
Yeah?
Yeah, around 14, I think.
Oh, that's cute.
shit, fair,
That's
fair.
cute.
But my point was, it wasn't about beauty per se.
Mm.
I knew what's garnering the attention.
Because you're driving.
I'm driving.
Oh,
I'm not just
my
a kid in the
God.
hood that's driving.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, oh, okay, so I understand my advantage
Mhm.
over
Yeah.
someone I could clearly see is more handsome than me. But
Mm.
Oh.
I got, you know what I mean?
Oh,
So-
you Jay-Z'd it. You're like, no such thing as an ugly billionaire,
Mm.
nigga.
Oh,
I'm cute.
no.
Something like that.
Yeah,
that's
okay,
fair.
okay.
Yeah.
That's
Nigga
cool.
called you ugly,
14-year-old
must have been called that.
truck
Yeah.
driver.
No,
Exactly,
no,
I
I'm just
got it.
saying, like,
That was sexy. 14-year-old truck driver.
18-wheeler, boy.
All the mamas like, he's not grown. He's not grown. He's not grown.
just stopping themselves.
Even the prostitutes who are selling, it's like, my boy, he's too young and beautiful. No, not yet.
You want to give it to you for free? No.
Oh, fuck. Oh, I used to have a friend that used to do that. Used to go to the summit and like just seduce the ladies to get the thing for free.
Wow.
Yeah, we all know the person.
Oh, yes.
Come on.
And he would win.
Yeah, sometimes. But also, I mean,
no.
the story, like,
Put
you
in the
do
energy.
that once, you tell that story differently every time now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It goes,
And the
goes
bodies
around.
keep increasing as you're moving along.
Nah, some
like,
of
you
the
said
boys
this
was
to me
dating
last
the
week.
strippers
like,
at some
the
point.
60s.
Yeah, we also know that. Yeah, you guys know the person very well. They used to-
Yeah, who was dating strippers, yeah.
Yeah, he was living there at one point. The one time, I'll tell you,
Right.
this is my favorite Ebenezer story.
Nigga, we said a nigga we know.
My gosh, let the boy rest in peace. Oh, I'm sure he misses
This
his.
is before he was in his relationship, so we're shooting banter hours. This must be 2016, 17.
Yeah.
The sketch we're shooting is at the Summit Club.
Yeah.
And our call time is 6, so we base camp
Trigger
is
place. Trigger place.
I think I get it.
Yeah, right.
So
So
this is going.
base camp and everything is at Summit Club. We're having breakfast and everything. We're eating catering craft. Everything's at the Summit. We get there. They're setting up shots. We're just gonna find a place to chill. As we're walking in after breakfast, Nebuchadnezzar comes downstairs. He's got a notepad in his hand. He looks at us. Hey, what's going on, guys? Goes to have breakfast. Finishes eating his food. I'm like, Javas, what's going on? He's like, no, I've just been here for the last 2 days. He's like, you're not shooting here today? No, I didn't even know you guys were here. Carried on. Just having a black label with his breakfast, living his life, not a worry.
then went back upstairs.
Yeah, with his notepad, writing gags and shit. I'm like, there's no shame in his body, no ounce of shame in the body. Yeah.
That's why he's the GOAT.
Nebuchadnezzar, man.
Wait, so you can book rooms at the summit?
You can cohabitate with a lady, I think.
Oh.
Oh, so the
Oh.
strippers book rooms themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
The tenants, aren't they?
Yeah, they're tenants.
Just like
they're also
hairdressers
paying,
book a chair as
anyone
well.
can.
Anyone can.
Yeah.
Snap.
That nigga lives.
You're not too old. You can still a year or two.
It's like, I've been looking for a place. How much
Something
is
to
rent?
move into.
Funny.
When did you start feeling beautiful, Mo?
I've always been cocky.
Yeah.
I've always been cocky, so I can't like put it to a certain age. I want to say probably 15, 16. 15, 16. Yeah, I guess when it's always like external validation.
Yeah.
So when girls from other schools started like saying things, you know
You're
what I
like,
mean?
oh.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, cool. This is
It's the thing.
yeah. Then
So
I
outside
ran
of
with it.
outside validation and finding something to attract the people, how do you feel beautiful?
Oh no, I was cocky as fuck. So
Yeah?
that just like reaffirmed that I've always thought I was a specimen of a
okay,
man.
I get you. I get you.
I had always like
Yeah.
yeah.
Specimen of a man.
Why do you talk
language?
language?
You know what happened, bro?
Chocolate
I'm
language.
telling my life story. So I grew up in Kwakwa, then I went to boarding school in KZN. So Kwakwa is Soto people, and then KZN is Zulu people. But I hadn't. This is grade 3. So at the age of 9, I haven't seen a white person. I don't know how to speak English. So in grade 3, after the first term, they put me in remedial. And I don't know what that word meant, but then I get there and I see the kids there, and I'm like,
You're like,
I'm not this. I'm not genuinely, no disrespect to that, you know what I mean? But like, I was like, I don't belong here, right?
Not me.
Yes. I'm like, this is
No
not.
disrespect to you.
Yeah. I was like, this is not.
And not just about you.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah.
Wipe your drool.
No, nigga, it's not special needs.
Where's your
No, it was kids.
You got a helmet?
Not a helmet.
Oh,
Nigga,
shit,
kissing
we're
frogs
getting
and shit.
cancelled.
No.
Oh, we're getting cancelled.
No, it wasn't
Niggas
that.
are washing bread.
I am not supposed to be here.
There's lumps and
Oh,
frogs.
we're getting cancelled. We're getting cancelled.
That's funny.
straight from this drooping?
It was just kids with like ADHD and that kind of stuff. So kids that had struggle paying attention and stuff.
Yeah.
But, for me, it was a language barrier because I couldn't understand English. So after first term, they put me on remedial, and I just understood I had to learn English. So I just like took as many books as I could as possible from the library, took it back home with me that holiday. And I just kept reading reading my whole life. So I just like kept reading.
Oh, shit.
So then,
that's crazy.
I just at the point I was just reading like my brothers and my sister's books, and I was just reading above my kind of grade. And certain words just stuck with me. So that's how I got my addiction.
And
yeah.
then the accent?
Oh, this is going to fucking boys' school, bro.
Oh,
In
okay.
KZN,
This is school fees here, boy.
Yeah. I wish I could change the way I speak English,
School
bro.
fees.
No, you're good.
No, this doesn't
You're
come
good.
from books. No.
This is being like learning English around the whites. I'm not proud of it.
Right,
This is
right.
how I
No,
sound,
you're good, bro.
Yeah, no, that's nice.
You're all right.
Outside of being beautiful, when did you start feeling sexy?
Sexy.
Because that's different.
Tell us more.
I think feeling beautiful and sexy is different. It's like feeling cute and beautiful. I think that's different.
That shit is subjective, isn't it?
But like, I'm asking you on your personal, your view of yourself.
This is for Panch or for chocolate?
Everyone.
That's for everybody.
For the floor.
Yeah.
I'll say again, 15, 16, man. Like, what happened? It was just like a bit of a growth spurt. I never really had a problem with like skin problems. I never had like acne like the rest of my homies.
Yeah.
And it's just like...
I don't think I had acne either.
Yeah?
No, I did.
You had?
Did it clap?
Throughout high school?
No, it wasn't bad.
Oh,
It
wasn't that
just-
violent?
It was just that.
Okay.
you
Coming
have
of
to go
age.
through- Yeah, then passed.
Yo, that thing puts people down, hey?
Yeah.
Self-esteem. Yo.
When they call you a lunch bar.
Yo.
Because of the
Sometimes maybe it's humbling, bro. It's like,
Yeah.
'cause
No,
you
it's
were,
really,
you were
really
going to be
bad.
an asshole. Like you were,
Yeah.
if you didn't have this, you were going to be a dick.
God was
Some of
like,
them
let's
were still-
control
Yeah.
this.
So funny.
Oh.
If I could sing, nigga, I'll be such a...
Are you serious?
What?
If I could
I
sing, I
always hear
wouldn't do
people
comedy.
say that. I'm like,
I
wow.
would not do comedy.
You
If I
just
could
be-
sing,
Hey,
yes.
girls.
There's two
You'd be
art
so
forms I
annoying.
wish I could have. If I could be like a visual artist and like draw shit.
Yeah.
Right.
I wish I
and
could
sing.
draw.
Oh,
my
for me, it's
gosh, I wish I
singing,
could
bro.
If I
draw.
could dance and sing.
Yeah. Hey,
Triple
dancing.
threat.
Yay. Have you seen Punch?
Punch doesn't even see when he's starting to dance with the plant.
Wazi asked when you started feeling sexy, okay? That's not when I feel
starts-
He looks at you.
Eye contact.
I'm like, are you challenging
You know
me?
about this
That's when I feel
bodyguard.
sexy. It's when I start dancing.
And they'll call you top of the morning. Oh, please don't tell me I didn't dance.
Oh, that's like your
Tell me I
drunk
didn't
behavior.
dance. I'm like, my nigga, you danced with the plant. It happened.
I was giving them Monsterera this dick. I think there's something embarrassing about dancing. Imagine your dad coming home one day and says, like, I just want to dance. It's weird, man.
Yeah. It's so weird. Like,
from?
dancing is so
Ugandan.
weird. It's like, look, guys, look at what I can do with my body. Look at my body. Look at my body.
You know what my biggest fears is? That, like, at my wedding, is that obviously I'm going to have a first dance with my girl. I have no qualm with that. The problem is it's going to be recorded for eternity. There's going to be evidence of me doing that shit, man. And I don't
I
want
just started
that.
thinking
But
of
it's a
your
slow
ring.
dance. Why do you think you're
I
going to
just-
be breakdancing?
No, it's not that I don't have the rhythm. I just don't think it's something at a certain age you should be doing as a human.
Break dancing.
No,
I
just
know
dancing,
someone-
nigga. Not just regular dancing.
I know a comedy promoter, I think we all knew, who never danced. He didn't even dance at his wedding. Like, nah.
I think that's fine.
Who, nigga?
Who?
Robin Lee.
Oh, really? He
think
didn't
that's
dance at his
fine.
wedding?
He's like, I didn't dance at my wedding. I'm not gonna, because
I
I remember
think
the
that's
one night we're like,
fine.
yo, come dance. I was like, I didn't dance at my wedding.
Oh,
You think I'm gonna dance? Yeah. Did I get out of
I
here?
think that's fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with not dancing.
Yeah, just
I mean, like, you can move and just, but
Yeah.
I don't have to like.
Move, man.
Fucking, I have 6 dances. Like, I have 6 dance styles, and like I use them for everything. And when they're done, they're done.
they're done. You sit
Imagine
down.
your dad dancing. How would you feel about that?
Yeah,
Seeing your father dancing.
just fucking shake his body.
Yeah, just...
Yeah, if he can move, then it's cool.
No, but like your dad
Think
doing
about it.
his shit from his area. Now your dad's doing like a zipa zipa. Hey, walaka, walaka. Imagine that. That's
what I'm trying to tell you.
You see what I'm saying?
Think of that.
It was cool in his time, but it's embarrassing
So
after a
like
certain
us at
age.
60 doing Mlando.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like-
Well, you know what I mean? Now your dad is doing it. Like, hey, back in 90. Yeah,
When I was a kid, like people, like adults used to love like showing off their tiba tibas.
you see,
Now I
that's-
think that was problematic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
No, but
aunties,
we had a
oh.
twerking era. People are still twerking.
Yeah,
No, twerking
but
is a
like
gift.
not to kids, not like
Twerking is
wanting
a
to
gift.
show off.
It's a
Right.
gift.
Let's not take ill of twerking. That
But
is
twerking
that
is
is a
not
gift.
dancing.
That's a
It's
gift from
it's
the
a
Lord.
cultural
expression.
expression.
Yeah.
Your biggest fear is that what I'm grateful for is being in this generation where there's no internet that shows us what our parents were doing.
Oh.
Like the kids coming now and all these
Oh,
Yeah.
they wanna
twerking
see,
videos,
yo.
your mom's ass is there, bro.
Yeah.
It's there.
And she can't
Imagine your
resist.
father, quiet, or doing this with his knees.
Oh.
And she can't resist because you see like 50, 60-year-old influencers. They're on TikTok, the mamas and the fathers.
Oh, hey.
They
they're
are,
trying.
ooh,
Yeah,
they
they're
are
trying.
there. Like it's so exciting for them. They're
Oh, yeah,
expressing themselves. They have their tongues out.
Tongues out as
Oh
manners.
my gosh.
Because it's also there's a weird thing about blackness. As much as we like people of the world and we're still kind of progressive, there's like weird shit that we don't want to see. Like I went to a friend's place in December and his parents kissed
Oh.
on the lips.
Oh.
I was like, what the fuck's going
What
on?
is
in
this
house?
sex happening in front of me?
What demonic behavior in front of guests, nigga? You guys can't keep it in the
I
bedroom.
know,
Oh, I was like, no,
What was
bro.
wrong with that?
My parents don't do
All
that
those
shit.
PDA.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, next
In front of the kids.
Next thing you're gonna hug
40-year-old
your
kid
mother,
in front of
nigga.
the kids. Like You don't kiss your
I
wife.
feel like
You
adults
know
sitting.
that therapy is not expensive.
You're gonna
the
dance.
amount
No,
of
no.
money you make.
If your parents kissed in front of people, how would you feel about that? Your mom,
kissed.
your mom and your dad, Lamza.
Yeah,
Lamza.
yeah.
Fair. Was he also cool with that?
Well, I don't have parents.
Oh, he's got to pull that card. Oh, the whole fucking orphan thing.
Shocked.
Okay,
Started
Peter
with that.
Parker.
How did you find me? Why is this the first thing that you do?
I hope they kissed when they made me.
Oh, Peter Parker.
Okay, Wazi. Okay.
Yeah, you ruined that fucking.
They're alive.
You
though.
got like 15 brothers and sisters and shit, nah?
Yeah. Oh, your father was kissing.
Yeah,
it was kissing.
yeah.
That nigga calls condoms the devil. Don't bring that Satan into my house.
The devil costume.
I rebuke this nonsense.
Don't you bring that? Did not raise you to use that thing.
He says, I don't wear a swimming cap for sex. No.
Elon is doing it on purpose, like the making kids with different women thing.
Is it
So that he evades child support.
No, like he's
Just to have
like he
kids.
tells the women, "No, I'm gonna pay for the stuff. I
I'm
just
just
want you to
having
have
kids."
my kid."
Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah,
I mean, like, people who don't have money are doing the same thing as well.
Well,
This
yeah.
is true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
this
people feel like they can live longer through their kids. Like, Manika, you're gonna die. Just because you have 5 kids, they're not gonna make you
Or
live.
like if they like Voldemort and those are like the Horcruxes or what?
Yeah, what is going on there?
you know, I do have a theory. I don't 100% believe this, but I think, what if reincarnation only happens through your own bloodline? And
What-
that's the
why are you
importance
telling
of
us that?
legacy. Like, you can only be reincarnated through your own like bloodline, your own
right,
kids.
Oh,
right,
shit.
right.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Right.
That's what they're
Interesting.
doing.
Okay, that's interesting.
That's what they
Oh, they're
think
playing the long
doing.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they think they're doing.
I'm not gonna do that. No. that's
And
not
also
gonna
just
happen.
the task of impregnating. I was like, fuck, I need to go through the city and impregnate. That's a lot.
No, it's not. It's a lot for you guys.
Yeah, for the ladies,
For the
yeah.
ladies,
But like you
it's a lot.
said, it's the burden. If this is your task, I'm like, okay, I'm going for 15. Just like I have to go fucking impregnate everybody.
You just have sex.
But it's not gonna. You have to be serious about this.
Oh, you can't just now.
You can't just be.
Yeah, me too, sir.
No. You have to keep going. You
This is
have to learn
specializing.
science. You have to learn the people. When is the right time?
Are you
can't-
ovulating? Are you ovulating?
so
Sending an
fun.
Uber now.
I have to impregnate. You have to be unemployed, living at home.
Is
Those
it
are
true?
the
Is it true? Like
impregnating.
the rounds from like an unemployed nigga are the best.
I don't know. I've never.
You've never done
rounded.
community service.
No, I've never.
Never. Why
But
is
I
Panch
do
laughing
love.
like that?
I don't know.
Panch, is
Why,
she like-
why are you laughing?
is she like-
He said, "You ain't never done community."
No.
Yeah.
No.
But gents do it too, eh?
No.
We just don't wanna admit it.
What
no.
do babs like broke hands?
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
Like
yes.
where you're like, bruh, you shouldn't be there.
What do you mean, like students or some shit?
Yeah,
Not
sometimes.
students, just like someone that's beneath your league.
I think it happens more for niggas because sometimes it even might seem like a preference. Like some niggas don't want
Power
an
play of some
educated
sort.
somebody. They don't want a person
okay, I
who
know what
has
you're saying.
certain
Yeah.
thoughts. They don't want someone who has their own place. They want someone who's
Who's
dependent on them.
Yeah.
But like no, I love artists, so sometimes artists do get unemployed. But
Yes.
I know.
But you're not with
I don't
anyone-
know,
you haven't
like
been with anyone who's
a strictly
perpetually-
unemployed dick.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
And I don't think it's that good. It's just that you guys have more time
Yeah.
Yeah.
to do it.
I just heard from the internet. Apparently, them niggas throw
Don't get unemployed just because you think your dick is gonna be nicer.
God, no.
Like, it's for us, baby. I'm not
did
taking
this
this
for
chance.
us.
One of this onion in the fridge is not for me. It's for us.
Us.
Let's
No,
do
no,
the
no,
thing.
no, no.
Shall we talk about it? The Trump and Ramaphosa.
Oh, you
Oh.
won it.
Politics, yeah.
Oh, I watched a bit of that.
It was long though.
Yeah, it was long, it's like 3 hours. or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched a bit of it. I caught the part where he played the video for him.
Yeah.
And then it was like, yeah, this is the worst I've ever seen. See, they're all passing by the cross, and that's where all
Yeah.
the wild murders happened. And
Yeah.
You know, sometimes the thing that annoys me so much is like we are here on Earth, and people are just fucking living their best lives, and we must be
a part of that.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Follow.
Just
Just
now I have to be part of Donald Trump's dreams and whatever they're doing and all of these talks. And I'm like, guys, even me, I'm just here on Earth to have my experience.
Yeah.
I'm not here for billionaires and
Yeah.
what they're doing and racism and all those things. But now my life has to be focused on that and what people are experimenting and doing and saying. It's a lot.
yeah.
It
I
is a
agree.
lot. And I'm just like, God, I just get a farm and just go somewhere and just have my human experience and bow.
But that's
bow
where
out.
the murders are happening.
You've wow.
blacks are gonna come kill you.
Wow. Wow.
That shit was a hard watch, though, man.
Yeah.
Because he had to. I guess people are saying he was playing the game because what he did to that guy from Ukraine.
Zelensky.
Yeah. So he brought whites to disarm him. Golf, you know, he likes golf and that kind of shit and billionaires. But it's basically they were going to beg.
Right.
And Trump wasn't listening to any of the black people were talking, kept interrupting Cyril. Cyril was also there laughing like a fucking han.
Oh, Cyril.
Oh no, habli babli akbar. You know what I mean? Like, oh, Cyril, bro.
First date laughs.
Yeah, I was like, oh, dude. But
Sugar
I guess,
daddy loves. It's
exactly, yeah. Rubbing his
Gosh.
belly and shit.
Ah.
Okay, I drink Savannah.
I'm not like
Yeah. What was that? But
I like Cyril.
But he genuinely was playing the game, and he just let other people like almost like say the things that you could tell he was supposed to say, but he was like, it's not gonna be received from me.
Right.
Like,
So let me let it.
rather this person say like, yeah, you white,
Right.
you go say the thing. There was one thing I don't know if you saw. John Steenhuisen almost like you could tell they rehearsed who's gonna say what, because there's a thing John Steenhuisen didn't say, and then Zingiswa came on and she was like, I thought John Steenhuisen was gonna say this.
Oh,
but
wow. Great character, yeah.
remember, like we did in the house, John? 18 hours, God. 18.
She's standing on the left wing like, give me my line.
Pulu, my pen.
My line, boy. Walk on stage. Gosh.
That's a metric. You only have a metric.
It's live, baby. This is a show for
I can't
real.
share Wazi's sentiments. I wish this shit wasn't affecting me, but it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's also writing for the roast of Helen Ziller. You were there and I had an argument with that lady. It's kind of like,
Oh, that was
Was
violent.
that argument with you?
yeah,
Oh,
bro.
it got kinky quick.
No,
I was like, oh my gosh, is this gonna happen?
It's weird,
So
bro.
with her.
Yeah, bro. So for me, the thing was like, okay, I'm hired as a writer, as a senior writer. My obligation is to make sure that no one dies and give everyone a good script. But then as a black person, I don't agree with this person at all. Her politics and everything what she stands for.
Yeah.
I disagree with everything she stands for. So we
But
write.
you have a job.
Yeah, right. It's still that. And I'm like, my name's attached to it, so I want it to be good.
Yeah.
So we give them a script and then they make their own changes and kind of put it in her voice and that kind of stuff. So when I get there, she's rehearsing and there's this line that we flagged in the room about the word black privilege, which is a thing I don't think exists.
Right.
So I'm like, yo, that's not cool. So but when I get there, Wazi's there, it's Lindy as well, and Milo.
Yeah.
And then the rest is just Helen's
And
handlers.
the meeting was about this thing
Yeah.
flagging that we wanted to.
Give you context of her team at that time is her assistant, the colored lady. It's I guess a handler, advisor, white guy, and then they had flew in a black guy with vitiligo.
Okay.
So, right? It's like this shit is
He's
writing
almost
itself.
there. He's about to be
Yeah, like
them.
this is like a. It's like
He's about to be them. Just like one more tear.
I was
fully
not.
One more tear.
But it's almost like it's almost like the
close
nigga
enough.
wants to be
Close
white
enough.
as well. though,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So we're having this back and forth about this term like black privilege, and I'm like, this is not a real thing. And now I'm arguing with her, and I'm arguing with the white handler. The colored lady doesn't make eye contact with me, and every time I make a point, she like doesn't talk to me directly as well.
Yeah.
And then at one point, this nigga here, the nigga with vitiligo, I'm like, this woman, she said verbatim, she said like, I want to make black privilege a thing in this country. I'm like, it's not a,
But it's not a thing.
yeah, like the majority of black people in this
launch
country
it
live as
here.
well.
The
Colors.
person who said that was Helen.
It's Helen, yeah,
That's Helen
yeah.
saying that.
And then I'm thinking to myself, this nigga, how does he feel as a black person working for a person that thinks like this?
Right.
And it was the most,
And you have to second those thoughts and be like, that's
Yeah.
correct.
at that moment, I was close to like saying, not quitting, but like, I don't know, remove my name from this if this thing stays in this. You know what I mean? So it was a tricky one.
Yeah, that was.
So how did you get to the point where they agreed to remove it?
They didn't.
Is it in there?
Is it
Yeah.
in there?
Did I miss it?
That was it.
Probably did.
She said Season Pofu Walsh is a child of white privilege and black privilege.
Oh,
So it's just
yeah,
like
I
a
remember
setup,
that
but it
line.
was like for
Yeah.
me, it was like this thing is not a
doesn't
thing.
exist.
Yeah. So
I want to launch a new thing here that's like no one recognizes or relates.
I mean that
to.
experience also because we're comedians, right? Well, for me, let me speak for myself. I don't exist in a world of whites. Right?
Right.
I live in a white community, but I share spaces with them, but I live in different worlds.
Yes,
Like
yes,
socially,
yes,
I never
yes,
engage
yes,
with
yes.
white people, so I don't
Physically, that's
no,
that
you know what I
could
mean?
be a
Yeah.
community physically, but not necessarily.
in my
your
lived experience.
interactions,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's realizing that there is a world where black people have to engage with white people
Yeah.
on a daily. And that kind of like conversation for me, I'm not designed for that. Because for me, it will be a fuck you every day. Like genuinely, my personality wouldn't allow me to, especially if someone's in a position of power and I have to kind of, I'm their subordinate, I'll be fired in a week.
Right.
If it was a man, probably a hand would be thrown in the air.
Oh, yeah, no,
there would probably be a punch in the air. I was so scared. I was like, should I maybe just scream so everything stops?
Yeah. All right, but what was her explanation of what black privilege is?
What she's saying was she's basically saying this whole roast is a thing.
That like it's like black people had opportunities, like it wasn't that tough. People had like, it wasn't that tough.
He was privileged in apartheid.
Went to school,
I was like, no, he was, in order for him to be successful, he still was a black person in apartheid that had to get a law degree, so it was never easy by any measure. But he was rich. It was like, how is he worked hard to get to a point of, you know what I mean? So you can't say that. And they didn't understand that. Like in their minds, like BE has made black people way financially better than white people are.
But also in their mind of like, things were not that tough. Like we're talking about like guys. And also I'm seeing look at these good looking black people here. Oh, come on guys. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You're like good. You're like cool. Like what's this? Kind of thing.
They genuinely think like that.
That roast for me was that like realizing that shit and also realizing shit. Our people have to navigate that space a lot because we artists, we have like a lot of liberty. We can say no, we can walk away, and we're not kind of tied to the ties of society and corporate culture. But
when that's the only place you work and you can't go anywhere else, your whole life is tied to that. Your medical aid is in that thing.
You have to.
You have a house you're paying off dependent on that job.
You have to, bro.
You gotta do what Cyril did yesterday. Basically, they gotta do genuinely. That's their life. They gotta do that shit. They gotta tap down.
And they have to rehearse and they have to practice.
Bite their tongue and for me, I mean, it's not,
that is something else. I can't do that.
If God didn't give us a gift of comedy and words, guys, that could have been our reality.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
Yeah.
That's for a lot of people that look like us, that's their everyday life. They have to like, their boss did a black scent this morning. They have to be cool with it. Hey, Sizwe, chakalaka, hey.
And that's like,
and they have to love it.
Yeah. So you have to grin and bear it.
And you just gotta go rent this Jew.
And imagine that time you're 27 years old and like, I'm still gonna work this thing for another 60 years. I have to.
It's sad, huh?
I've heard Uber drivers say to me, I don't think I can go back to an office job again. Now that I've worked for myself in this space where I get to control what I'm doing, they're like, I can't go back to saying good morning, sir.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's psychologically challenging, like to be made to feel small.
Yeah.
Or to be made to feel like your experience as a human being walking around South Africa is not real. It's not real. It didn't happen. It doesn't happen like that. But I'm like, I'm inside this body. What do you mean it doesn't happen like that?
Yeah.
And there's so much proof that it does happen like that. That people have been, hurt hard by racism. And we're still going through that now.
For me, I was like, also with that, like, how do you make up a genocide?
Yeah.
Right.
And convince another country that, it's happening for real.
Right.
Yeah, that is nice.
Like, how do you go? We're gonna commit to what were those papers? I want to see what is written in those papers.
But then, you have to understand the thought process behind white people to colonize a continent.
Sickness.
It's insane. Like to say, wait. What's that? Because remember, the whole thing that there was a discovery is not true. People were traveling.
Yeah, there was
What's that country where you can see
trade?
I think it's from Spain.
Yeah, from Morocco.
Yeah. So this whole notion, that in and of itself, right, for me is what I thought these people are fucked up beyond. To make us believe they are so genius.
That they
sailed and sailed and cemented that into history to say this. And then slavery as well. They brought the black people. The Caribbean is right there. These people used to travel. So the slaves were not necessarily firstly taken from Africa.
Asian and African trade had existed
But then for them to say, let's not, that can't be. We need to be known as so we did this.
To change it, to whitewash history.
Yeah.
Change.
I mean, that's what history is, right? It's written by the victors. So,
right.
If I beat you,
His
I can
story.
change your whole narrative and make
Right.
it seem like you're whatever I want you to be. in my retelling of the story. So
I
that's
can
what
imagine
they've
the
done.
devil explaining himself somewhere like, you know what? I didn't write the Bible. It's God. He changed my whole story. That's not who I was.
Someone
Just
asked
because I
interesting-
lost.
What did the devil actually do?
He sang.
He said,
That was his crime.
Yeah, he
And I know
sang.
apparently he led a rebellion against God, to take over.
Oh,
Take over.
insubordination.
A coup. He led
That's
a
the
coup.
craziest
Oh,
thing.
coup
Was
d'etat,
like,
yeah.
how? Because
Coup d'etat.
it's his kid. Like, how did you just...
I'm tired, father.
And then now on earth we are suffering and our God is like, I don't know, guys, my son just keeps winning. I don't know what to do with that bad boy singer.
that thing explains how they then say, let's make up a genocide.
Yeah.
It's in them.
I don't think it was difficult. I mean, like, they already have drafts and paper. It's like just edit
Whitewashing
some
history.
players.
Yeah. My mother said that's why they make good actors.
Okay.
Because let's be honest, them people can act, bro. Like acting, script for script.
You just wanted to show off you and your mom.
Hey, fucking Peter Parker over here. Oh, I'm an orphan. Oh no, Uncle Ben.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, fucking Peter
Fucking
Parker.
hell.
Peter
My
Parker
mom is
over
also around in the world. She just doesn't want to do the job. Okay?
here. Wait, is your mom deadbeat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My parents are alive, but they did beat it, but not at like they gave each other like a year in space. So my mom did beat me when I was 1, and then my father also probably was like, guys,
I'll catch you in front.
wow, out here busy just snapping like,
And then- so then who-
fuck, they did me again.
Were you raised by like aunts and uncles?
I was raised by my grandmother and my 2 aunts.
So they haven't come to visit their mother.
No,
That's commitment.
That's commitment, bro.
That's life.
But
Talk
I
about staying in
my
character.
mother found me like I know where she is now, like because I used to think about it when I was like in high school when Khumbul'ekhaya started playing. I was like, I will never look for you, never. What am I gonna say? Please bring more.
That's why you think people on Khumbul'ekhaya want love. I thought she was waiting for you.
Nah, I'm not gonna write you, dog. You're gonna find
So
me.
how did you find her?
I didn't find her.
She found you.
Like some people started talking about like, hey, we saw someone who looks like this, and then the news traveled down back home in KZN, and then my aunts, they got numbers and they started talking, and then recently I started talking to her like recently. Like I know where she is, not in the country, but like I know where she is. We do talk.
Have you ever felt like asking why did you leave?
I know many of the reasons why. And I'm like, as much as it's so damaging and it damaged me big time, even now, like I still struggle with that, as any human being should.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just feel like, you know what? In that situation, I just feel like some people just gotta go.
Fair.
Some people gotta go, yo. And I'm very glad she didn't take me. I wouldn't be who I am. And I think I'd miss being myself. Like I'd miss the opportunity to be myself or to be who I was if I was parented or mothered or fathered. I know it's bad and it's terrible for parents to abandon their kids. But for me, I don't know. I just feel like I don't want to say it fits, but I just feel like I don't think my life shouldn't have happened.
You don't imagine another life.
Yeah. I couldn't handle having. When I think about it, I'm like, nah. I don't know. I can't imagine having had a mother around me. I wouldn't have
You would have been
molded
roast,
myself
killing people
the way
in
that I
roasts.
have.
she's
Not
fire.
that people, not that people
fire and
shouldn't. Not that it's right. It's wrong. And I also don't usually like talking about it too much because people look at me and I'm like, yo, I'm an exception. Like people who are left by their parents and their mothers don't even finish school. Like there were so many opportunities for me to. Even I struggled with those things, like dying young, being sick, not being able to go to school, no one wanting
As
to.
thoughts that were
Not
always
thoughts,
there.
like reality. No one wanting to pick up extra weight, to be your mother, to be, growing up with people who hold grudges against the fact that you had to share food because now randomly there's a person who's like, I'm not gonna do my job somewhere else, and then those things, they just create such a bad vibe in a family, however small it is. And so I don't want people to like look at me. I hate it so much when people tell their sad stories but look at me, because that's not the reality of people who go through these things. It's just an exception. Not everyone wants to be a rapper and really becomes a good and makes a living. It's exceptions. It's not just
That's true.
it's not every day.
I'm still gonna make it, baby.
I'm still gonna make
My
it.
SoundCloud page
44. I'm gonna drop an album.
That's so interesting what you say there, because there was a conversation I was having with someone about do you think you predestined to be who you are, or your life experiences lead you down the path to who you are now? You know what I mean? Do you think if you've gone to a different school, or if you moved to a different city, you still become a comedian to this day? Or do you think you were just born to be a comedian? This was your path.
Like it was gonna find you no matter what.
Yeah.
I look at sometimes when I'm really deeply troubled, or when I'm going through a season of just maybe let's say even unemployment, and where I'm starting to feel low, how I look at myself, and then I just remember sometimes I'm like, yo, there's no way I could move around the world and not be myself, and know there's a Wazi out there and I'm not her.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that means, but I think I don't know, I won't make it. I just have to be myself. I don't know, I like being myself.
All the experiences.
With that, I really do. I would not be comfortable being somewhere else, being someone else, and knowing I could have been me. And that time I don't even have millions, or I don't even have the things that I want or need. But if I would even hear that I missed the opportunity to be myself, that would kill me.
That's great. Because our industry, our industry is that it's feast or famine, right? It's either you're making a lot of money, or my nigga, you want to sell your microwave. Right? And in those famine months, when you're looking at your microwave and your oven, you're like, I don't need both of you.
What is air fryer for what?
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's those moments where you have those introspective conversations with self, and you self-motivate, right? Because you can't afford therapy in that time. And you also you have too much pride to admit to other people that you're broke as well. So all you have is yourself to get you out of that hole. And
sometimes I look at sorry to talk about unemployment again. Sometimes, you're just reading and just listening to people's stories. I'm like, yo, unemployment is so psychologically damaging.
No, it is.
And I'm just like, yo, man, we need to find ways where, a person doesn't get to extreme self-hate when they can't provide for themselves.
Yeah.
And it's like, how do you do that? Because you listen to people's stories I haven't been employed for 5 years. Oh, and then I tried this business, and then for 4 years, I'm like, yo, that's tough. That does something to your humanity. That is, sometimes you don't come back from that.
Yeah.
No, you're right. You're very, very right.
The inability to provide
for yourself.
Yeah. Because I remember talking to someone. There's someone who needed they had cancer and they needed help, but they were in the arts industry, and they never told anyone until they died. So then you're going through the whole, man, and the person was very interesting from especially an artist's point of view to say, I think what they were running from is if they had been helped, it would have taken away, what you just said, I'm no longer Q. Do you know what I mean? I'm no longer the confident guy that walks and I'm in
their essence.
Their essence. Because now it's these people put money together to save me. And so who do you think you are being, hey, what's happening, man?
And that's
we're
different.
Having tequilas here? What are we doing? I'm no longer that person. Because now it's I have to be, hey, bro. I have to be.
Oh, that.
Do you know what I mean?
And I don't think it's. And I don't think it's a hectic. It's it's a difficulty with detaching from your hardship or your struggle, because sometimes you can be addicted to it. You can be addicted to, oh, no one loves me, so I am a independent someone. I move by myself. You can be addicted to those things that do nothing for your life.
Yeah.
And sometimes it is that, man, there's something I'm not willing to lose off myself.
Yeah.
And if I do lose something or that part of myself, there's no coming back.
Yeah.
Right.
I think about it if my heart was from a GoFundMe and then you see me drinking and now you're like, oh, you're drinking with a heart.
You see what I'm saying?
Heart.
Also, those celebrities, and then that Capitec thing on Facebook when things are bad and shit. Now someone sees you now at the summit, you're like, when I Capitec.
I'm not cashing with your 60 rand, my nigga. This is my 60 rand.
That's the thing. So
that's it. Yeah, fuck.
Which is difficult because also we have to be able as a community or as people. This unemployment is not about artists. Anybody. Unemployment. Where we have to as a community find a way to deal with shame and also redirect shame, because it's so weird that we are ashamed, that a person is ashamed they don't have food, which is, it's so inhumane as well. Because I'm like, yo, a person needs food. How did we get to a place where a person will die because they don't have food and they're ashamed to knock at their neighbor?
Yeah.
And that shame is not imagined. People will shame you.
Yeah,
They will shame you.
for knocking at a neighbor.
So do you think then if things are really bad, but you lived in a place where no one knew you, so let's say somehow you managed, and I don't know, it's a horrible story, analogy, whatever, but you're in squalor in like Eritrea, but no one knows you. Would you be a beggar there?
Number one, as you said, top of the episode, I think my cover will be blown very quickly. I will hear about an open mic and I will
Kill it. Hard.
I'll come back with a 10 rand or something.
But while we're on it, I have to say shout out to Saga, who was protesting yesterday for royalties for actors.
Right.
Because I do feel like it is a thing that's needed, man.
Yeah,
because these things are flighting and people are not making the money that they
and
should.
it's not like people didn't work. People work, but someone
But
who
also,
works all the money.
For me, with this thing, the entertainment industry as a whole, I think because it's got no regulation, and it's just talent, right? Where we need to stop.
No. Just to correct
It's not talent, it's
there
fame.
is regulation. It's just set up to benefit certain people. It's not regulated to actually like take care of you at the bottom as the artist. Because remember, on a production, they say the actors or the comedians, you're the last people we call. First, we set up the whole thing. We're gonna shoot this thing. We set it up. You're the last person we call. There's no protections for you, but there's protections for a lot of people. The producer is making those royalties that you're not making.
And a crew covered.
Some directors, depending on who your agent is, they do actually like get certain royalties on certain things, right? But actors are the people who I know for sure. There's like South African actors.
Yeah.
Worldwide, that is not the norm.
But even with that worldwide, they're still complaining about what they're complaining about, right? So you still do.
I mean, that's what the actor strike and writer strike was about. It was that Netflix now is coming, and there's no the streamers rather.
How was the strike?
They I didn't make it.
Oh yeah.
Yesterday, unfortunately.
Busy booked.
Roasting comments.
Busy booked.
There.
Not like the other
Asking for
actors
permission
have
to love.
fucking dance for their money.
Asking for permission.
Pops, can I laugh?
Oh my gosh, I'm dying.
But what's this? That's what the strikes were about. It was like, well, these streamers are coming along, and we haven't set up regulations for them. Remember, the regulations were set up for TV, TV and cinema.
But
and
even what I'm
platforms.
saying is, even before that, there were complaints by actors who are not getting paid the same as da 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 da.
Yeah,
That's there. My thing was when I'm talking about the regulation in terms of coming into the thing, right?
Yeah.
Engineers walking into the thing know what it is. Doctors, lawyers, whatever.
Do engineers and sound guys get royalties as well?
Anybody can do this thing, right?
Yeah.
Whoever thinks they can rap, walk into the thing and then complain later when they've signed the thing. Whoever thinks they can act walks into comedians as well. And I think that ignorance now needs to not be an excuse anymore. Where we were not reading up, we're not wising up and knowing what a contract is. Knowing, do you understand? The chasing the fame thing needs to fade away from all of us now. To say it's not about the fame, because every single person, including your Kanye's, complain after the fame. You see what I'm saying?
And information is there now.
It's true.
Yeah.
Was that the cue to stop?
I think we're almost done, but finish your thought.
The barriers to entry thing is a real thing, right? And also the thing about unionizing is something I've thought about in our industry as well, because it will set a certain standard in terms of just like integrity and ability, and then a financial standard as well, right? But the problem with that, if the four of us here in the industry of about 7, there's 3 other people that are not here that choose to be part of the union. So if we all say like our standard is 10,000 per corporate, there's going to be a guy that's less talented than us that will take 5,000 because we said 10,000 is the standard. If you can't offer that, you see, that's going to be the problem because there's no barriers to entry.
Right.
So we have to regulate it in our own way. It's going to be a complicated thing, but I do think that's the only way forward.
Right.
Genuinely, if we start our own union. It's very militant and it's going to take a long time. But I do think that will be the way for comedy, especially if we have a standard in terms of like the quality of work must be at this level and then the quality of pay must be at this level.
Yeah.
So if you, I was talking to a guy that started the same time as me.
Yeah.
And we were discussing corporate fees. And he tells me he's doing it for 8. I was like, why would I leave my house? Why would I bathe for 8,000 rand, bro? You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
But for him, that's
crazy.
That's where he's playing.
And he's a good comic. He's not horrible, right?
Right.
And I was like, no, bro, this is not even a thing
They're
of...
cheating you, man.
They fucking you.
Yo.
And you keep going back, you keep bending over and taking your pants down to get fucked further, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And he's had the conversation with him and I was like, don't do that shit. But he's like, no, I need that 8K. But like, you have to say no to the 8K so you can get the 25 you deserve.
Right.
So it's that. And it's a union, right?
Yeah.
But it's because they know that after hunger, you will say yes to that. And that's what they're eating off.
I've experienced that, right? Like 2 years ago, I stopped saying no to things I feel like weren't matching my fee. So the first, what I've learned with these people, the first offer, always say no if they came to you directly. And then don't be ridiculous, but they always have money for you if they want you, if they came for you specifically. And from that, I've walked away and people have come back like 2 months later saying, hat in hand, they're going to accept me. But it is hard to say no when you've got no money, no food. But I've said no starving and it's paid off. It's just
sometimes
tricky.
you gotta just do the hard things and wait it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to back it. That's what backing yourself means, right? You don't back yourself when it's easy. You back yourself when it's a hard decision to do that, to believe in yourself and choose yourself and your integrity over money. Because, that's the only, I genuinely think that's the only way we're going to change with comedy. Acting and that kind of stuff is too late. And I can speak as a comedian and as a writer what we can do because,
Like acting and all that shit, I don't care about it. But let's talk about real things.
I don't want to like disrespect like proper thespians and call myself an actor. I've done some comedic performances on adverts and on TV and stuff, but I'm not like... it's like when a person that's famous on TikTok comes and calls himself a stand-up. I think it's disrespectful. Genuinely, because we've devoted years to the art of stand-up. So I would never call myself an actor because I've done some shit in front of the camera performing, but Chuck is not an actor.
Yeah, we've had this conversation.
Yeah. So I don't want to disrespect people in that field that take that shit seriously.
Do the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, this was delicious, guys.
But
this was delicious.
Producers are trying to cut us some
The
royalties for this
white
show.
man trying to kick Chuck
They
out.
want no royalties for this.
Shout out to this unbranded water, white man.
Shout out to Rich Lou's shirt. This is Rich Lou's.
Through the wire.
Does it make sense?
You're advertising, did he pay? That thing says easy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Oh, that's nice.
So I was like, oh, okay, Rich Lou.
Okay, does
How
it
much
make
are they?
He didn't. He says he's about to launch it. So he's
Oh,
gonna say
okay,
when he
cool.
does. So I was
So
like,
you are booked to promote this.
no. You just
You didn't pay for it.
No.
You're shouting it out in the podcast. You're working, my nigga.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever said yes to a
Work, my
gig
nigga.
because you fuck with the guy hosting it, then you look at the lineup and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. No, but that's another thing.
And
that
you
needs
are
to
in
be
the
addressed.
middle.
Fuck, bro.
Have you seen lineups that don't make sense?
And then my frustration with that is because, like, obviously I agreed to a fee because I'm doing this guy a favor, I like him. But the reality is, I'm validating this ticket price. Everyone else on this lineup is not an 150 rand kind of act, right?
Yeah.
So now I'm there, I'm like, fuck, man.
Yeah, but how do you control that? Because sometimes you're never gonna know.
I think I used to do it in the past, but this time around I didn't do it.
Who's
'cause-
on the lineup? Yeah.
Yeah, genuinely, just ask the guy.
Just
Yeah, who
who's
else
on
is
the
on?
lineup?
Yeah, who else is on? And then if you don't,
Damn, I'm doing that.
yeah.
Well, I
Yeah,
thought people
who's on the
used to
lineup?
do that so that they don't bump into people they don't like. I didn't know.
Wazi wants beef, yo. Wazi's the Thanos of comedy. Why I'm shy, Lumji. Forget she's I'm shy. You punchline, dog. Shy Limpus.
That's what I thought it was for. I didn't know people were doing proper
So post
research.
for
Yeah.
a gig now that I'm doing end of this month. I'm like, what
You're
the
like,
fuck?
fuck.
What is
Who are these support
End of
acts?
this
Q
month?
Dube's fucking thing comes in the
What
wallet.
Oh, it's Panch there. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, I want to see who.
Wow.
I grabbed his phone yesterday when we're eating. I thought it was the chick. I
You thought it was the
chick.
bill, you fuck.
You have a passcode to your Instagram.
Yes.
Yo, when you've been cheating since been cheating, boy.
Imagine with this duvet of a.
Phone comes with a
How much
pillowcase.
protection
nigga.
do you need, son?
Mo MOTHEBE.
I haven't posted it, bro. I haven't posted it.
Shit, he hasn't
But I'm
posted
probably
gotta know
tagged. But you
Take out your
We're
second
gonna know.
phone. I know
it.
you
Wait,
got a
how
second
do
phone.
We're gonna know now.
how do you check tags?
see grandfather. Show me how to do
Yes,
that
yes.
reposting on there.
Yo, it loads slow as well.
You haven't. No, you're not
they haven't
tagging.
tagged
we have
It's
to
not
call
good,
it,
Alright, guys, follow
Thank you guys
us,
for
like
tuning
all the
in.
likes, and share all the shares. Thank you so
Salute,
much for
salute.
joining us.
Thank you for joining
Thank you
us
for
on
coming
Censored-ish.
back. Mo MOTHEBE in the
Salute.
house.
Censored-ish podcast.
Oh, my
Chocolate.
goodness.
Bye bye, guys.
Censored-ish.